Hey, what's up? How do you like my new hat? I'm in Wheeling, West Virginia. I picked this up on Main Street on a combination pawn shop and gun store and Army Navy store. And anyway, I was having a serious headwear issue. I didn't pack a warm hat because my friend Jonathan at Echo Lane, my corporate sponsor, said, well, we've got winter caps with the Echo Lane logo on it. We'd love to have you wear it. And I'd say, yeah, I'd love to wear it. And then there's an issue with the handoff. I haven't gotten it yet, and I will chuck this out in all likelihood as soon as it gets through here. Ohio is cold. You mean Ohio is cold? Cold. Yeah, well, I'm just across the river right now, so I think we got the same temperature. It's really rainy. I woke up this morning in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, and it was kind of miserable like this. And the first thing I heard when I got up was that the suspension bridge between Wheeling and Wheeling Island. Anyway, the way you get across the Ohio River. I live in Ohio, and it sucks. It's raining. 3 true statements there. Yes, you're right. 3 times out of 3. But anyway, I'm on my way to visit you now. So yeah. So the first thing I heard was that the bridge was out, and that scared me because I didn't know how I was going to get into Ohio across the river here from West Virginia. Yeah, I took a van pool into West Virginia, and I was here for most of the day, and now it's about 2:30 Eastern time, and I'm just about to cross. Yeah, here's the bridge. And as soon as we merge into traffic and cross that span, we're in Ohio.
Not quite.
No?
You got to go on the island, which is still Wheeling, then go to Bridgeport.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. All right. I should really introduce myself because people around me don't know what to make of this. My name's William Friedman. I'm a journalist. I'm on an expedition called the Cross Country Local. My goal is that by Christmas Day, I'm the first man to ever cross the United States from the Atlantic to the Pacific using only mass transit.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah. Never been done before.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the next little joint here is to get to the Ohio Valley Mall in St. Clairsville, and from there I'm going to be presenting my slideshow to a Cub Scout pack, and in return for that, the local Boy Scouts of America Council, the Ohio River Valley Council, is going to basically pick me up at the mall and take me to Cambridge, where I've got a hotel for the night. And then from there, I've got 3 different county transits. Tell the driver his ATU local says hi. I just got a shout out to you from your ATU local. All right, he's nodding. He's nodding appreciatively. All right. So anyway, yeah. So okay, we're on Wheeling Island now, I guess. Gonna follow me so I can follow you. Okay, 420C. I guess you're a biker. Glad you aren't tenting tonight. I've got the tent. I've got a tent. I've got a rain tarp and a sleeping bag and a sleeping mat. I am going to be out of doors some nights, but not at least not the next couple. Say hi from Spain. Oh. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va en España? ¿Dónde en España está usted? Yeah, don't mess with me. So anyway, what can I tell you? Oh yeah, the headgear issue. I had a baseball cap, courtesy of German tourists. Hey, listen, buddy, I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Back when before the euro, when the Deutsche Mark was so strong against the dollar that it was easier for German tourists to come to Florida than to anywhere in Europe or the Mediterranean. And if I see one more 300-pound German guy in a Speedo, I will throw up on him. It's just not a pretty sight. Yeah, you bet your ass. Thumbs up. Okay, so, not that we Americans look all that much better in Speedos anymore either. Okay, so anyway, I did have a baseball cap courtesy of my summer scout camp where I supervise for the weekend. Speedos are law here. Oh God, I'm wondering why that law was passed, and I'm sure there was a good reason, like what you'd be wearing if you weren't wearing a Speedo. Oh, can I be blind? All right, I'm pretty sure we're creeping up on Ohio now. Wave high, Ohio. Wave high, Periscope. All right, glad you two could meet. So I had this this Class B uniform, this activity uniform. Oh, thank you. I need all the luck I can get because I know I'm burning through it pretty fast. I'll tell you a little bit about that. So anyway, the somewhere between Lancaster and Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, I lost my baseball cap, so I have no headgear at all except for the hood of my rain gear. So no baseball cap, no woolen cap. So for $7 I picked this up in Wheeling. Stylish. It's not functional. It is. It has two. It's got the brim, so it can keep the sun and the rain out of my eyes, and it's wool, so it'll keep warm. Oh, Lancaster is 1 hour away from you. Yeah, I had a good time in Lancaster last week. Amazing time. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see some of that. Let me just state that if you're on Facebook, you can follow Cross Country Local. It's a public page. Also, if you can support me financially as I'm doing this, there's a GoFundMe campaign for the Cross Country Local. But I must insist that you follow me here on Periscope. And if you're on Twitter or Instagram, follow hashtag XCLocal. That's X-Ray Charlie Local for Cross Country Local. Follow me on her so I can follow you. Follow me. Yeah, I hope you meant here. Follow me on her so I can follow you has an entirely different connotation, sir. Okay. Just say something else. Just say ping or say hi here. Okay. Great. So let me see. It's going to let me view your profile, and I'm following you, Chris420. And so I expect you're going to follow me back now, right? Okay, so it's been an eventful day. Not as eventful as they're having. We've hired a nice ambulance. All right. So I took the van pool down here down to Wheeling, and now I've crossed in here and had some time to kill in Wheeling. Found out that the bus does not go over the bridge that's out, so that was good news. Am I staying in Ohio? Yeah, I'm going to be in Cambridge tonight, and then tomorrow looks like I'm hitting the fast forward button, and I'm making it all the way to Cincy tomorrow from Cambridge. So it's just the way the buses run. I'm running ahead of schedule, and it was my intention to not spend more than a couple hours a day on mass transit. But when the other option is just stick around twiddling my thumbs and missing a day because I missed a connection, I figured I'd run ahead of schedule. Give myself some leeway to run behind schedule once I get to the desert Southwest, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose some days there. So let's see what else is going on here. I got into a bizarre conversation with some locals in the coffee shop at 12th and Main, and it doesn't really merit going way into detail there, but it was nice. Someone gave me a cash contribution. And then when I left the coffee shop and grabbed a bite to eat, and I checked out my my GoFundMe and found out that I got another nice donation from a friend of mine who chose to remain anonymous, and I respect her wishes there, but you know who you are, and thank you very much for your material as well as your spiritual support. And oh, hello again, Niles. How you doing? Oh yeah, the bus driver from Johnstown, right? Did you get the video? I reposted that video on the Facebook site. Okay, I'm taking that as a yes. John, it was a pleasure meeting you. And let me just tell the world here, John Nyland is a prince among men. He got me as close as he legally could to my crouch surf the other night in Johnstown. It was only like 3/4 of a mile from where he dropped me off. Believe me, the following night, I must have walked 3 times that far to get to the Homewood Suites I was staying in last night. So, John, your ace is with me. You're a gentleman and a scholar, if anyone asks, for my opinion. So thanks again for that. All right, so, you're most welcome, sir. So anyway, I'm just really impressed with how things are lining up here in Appalachia. Just from Johnstown to really from Evansburg to Johnstown, through Johnstown to Latrobe, to Greensburg, into Pittsburgh, and then down to Cannonsburg, and then to Wheeling, and now to St. Clairsville. Everything's running real smooth. I got a fix for the western part of Belmont County. Like I said, the Boy Scouts are going to be dropping me off in Cambridge, and from there, Southeast Area Transit is taking me through 2 counties, and then Licking County is taking me all the way to Reynoldsburg, where I'm picking up Coda, which is taking me to the Greyhound stop. I'm not taking Greyhound, I am taking the Barron's bus, which is an Ohio thing, and that's getting me into Cincinnati around midnight Friday morning. So staying in a hotel near the Greyhound station, not technically Thursday night, but Friday morning. I'll be waking up Friday morning in Cincy. And then my weekend plans are my own, and I've got my friend Becky Allen, who's a transit guru in rural Indiana, and she's going to help me get at least as far as the Illinois line. And then the next trick is to get to Highland, Illinois, where I pick up the St. Louis Metro, and I get to visit a very dear friend of mine who lives in the western part of the St. Louis metro area near Chesterfield, and be able to hang out with a friend from home for a little while. And then it's on to Jeff City and Columbia and Kansas City, where I have another old friend, and he will be taking me around to what he tells me is the best barbecued rib joint in the world. So looking forward to seeing that. It's called Bryant's, something Bryant's. So anyway, I'll be sure to scope from there, but you'll be hearing from me plenty in the meantime. Any other questions, concerns, comments? If not, just want to remind you, William Friedman here from the Cross Country Local. Please follow me here on Scope, and please follow the Cross Country Local on Facebook.
I wrote the buzzer, but I don't think you heard it.
All right, thanks for the local info, man. All right, sure. Okay. All right, so anyway, follow me on Facebook at Cross Country Local. Follow me here on Scope, and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, #XCLocal. That's X-Ray Charlie Local for Cross Country Local. And if you can help out with a GoFundMe contribution to the Cross Country Local, really appreciate it. Thanks again for your time, and I will see you on the route.